Hey folks, this is Bad Brad Berkeley from RingsideReport.com, the Heart of Boxing, and this is the post-fight wrap-up from the four-state franchise card that happened last night at the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma. The results are as follows. The opening bout pitted Kenzie Morrison versus Lucas Overcast in a 4-round heavyweight bout. Kenzie showed a lot of poise, good footwork. He worked a lot off of his jab, which was a great thing. And I got to tell you, Lucas Overcast was a tough guy too. I don't know what kept him up because he took a lot of shots to the head. But the fight went the distance, and it was scored 40-36 by the judges. I also had it 40-36 as well. I will say this. Kenzie, I believe this was his first, in fact, I know it was his first fight that went the distance. And I feel that going this distance sometimes is better than knockout. So I think that he probably learned more in his 4-round fight, which I actually saw him after the fight. He had a couple bruises on his face, so he took some shots too. I think he learned more in this win going the distance than he did probably in all of his previous fights. He's definitely improving. Now, the next bout of the card was Dylan Cook, who is the brother of Jesse Cook, part of the four-state franchise, and it was Dylan's first fight back, I think, since August. And he faced Joe Giles of Grove, Oklahoma, and he stopped him in round one, I should say. I'm tired. At 131 of the first round, and Gary Ritter was the referee. Very good stoppage, perfect timing, and I tell you what, he really did hurt Joe Giles, so it was a good stoppage. Next up was Jarrett, the Legacy Rouse, and he took on Robert CM, I believe is how you say it. It was Jarrett's first scheduled 6-round bout, and he actually stopped Robert in the third round, 229 of the third round. Now, I got to tell you, he looked outstanding. I don't care what he puts on Facebook. This one, Jarrett, you better put that you look great, because he looked great. It was his first stoppage in a couple fights because he went the distance. He went to the body. He went to the head, but he definitely went to the body, and as everybody knows, I'm a sucker for the body work. I think body work is a forgotten art in boxing. Jarrett definitely showed it, and when he won, the crowd went crazy. They were definitely happy to see him win, and he was undefeated. The next bout up was Jesse Cook versus Kevin Womack, who actually is from the East Coast, Baltimore, Maryland. That was an 8-round welterweight bout. Now, in the end, actually, Jesse got dropped twice in the second round, which, if you don't know about scoring, that would give you 10-7 in the second round. Fight went the whole distance to the 8 rounds, and all 3 judges unanimously had it scored a draw. Now, many people asked me after the fight, hey Brad, how did you score it? I have to be honest, I'm jet lagged, folks. I just got off of a plane yesterday, or now it's Sunday, Friday morning, and I was getting tired by that time, so I didn't score it, honestly. But from what I saw, I feel a draw was in order. I'll have to watch it on TV. I am going to score because I'm curious. But from what I saw, it was a draw, and Jesse had to come off of a huge deficit of being knocked down twice in the second round. And anyway, so that's how that ended. Next up after that, you had a swing bout, and it was the ladies' 4-round welterweight bout, and that pitted Erica Spitra out of Los Angeles, California, in her pro debut, taking on Kathina Catrone from Tukwila, Oklahoma. The scores were 38-38, 40-36, and 39-37, with Kathina Catrone winning the bout. Okay. In your main event, you had Trey Lippe Morrison, who, as everybody knows, has moved to California, changed trainers. He's now with Jesse Reed. He took on Thomas Jones from Dodge City, Kansas, and he stopped him in the second round when Jones' corner threw in the towel. Okay, folks, here we go. I'm going to tell you what's probably not going to be politically correct, or however you want to say it, but this is my opinion and I'm entitled to it. So, Trey has changed trainers, and he has went to California with Jesse Reed. What I saw tonight, or last night I should say, is this. A completely different Trey Lippe Morrison. Now, before I give a critique, I am going to say this. I've been around the sport 40 years, and I think I know a little bit about boxing. Actually, I think I know a lot about boxing, to be honest with you. I understand he just changed trainers. But I also understand that in his last fight before this with Richard Dawson, he had somewhat of a different style. He looked like his father. He did some side-to-side stuff, and he looked really good under the tutelage, big word, of Randy Rouse. Now he's moved out to California, and he's under Jesse Reed. Jesse Reed is a fantastic trainer, so this is not a slight to Jesse, but it is my opinion to say that I didn't really like what I saw tonight from Trey in the ring. Now, maybe it is because he needs some more fights under Jesse. And in fairness to Jesse, I did interview him earlier, and he said there was a lot of things that he needs to work on. But as a boxing pundit, and as someone who's been in the ring and out of the ring since 1975, what I saw tonight, even though he won, he took a lot of unnecessary punches from this guy, who I feel he should have laid out a lot earlier. Okay, he did finally stop him. But Trey was buckled a couple times, and a lot of people in the crowd, that was the scuttle. They couldn't believe that his opponent landed on him like he did. I think he landed on him because he had a different style. Maybe he's adapting to this new style. But for the folks out there to say, hey, Bad Brad, you're just saying that because you're friends with Randy Rouse. It has nothing to do with my friendship with Randy Rouse. I call it like I see it. I'm a New Yorker, and we always do it like that. His style was different in this fight. And if you said to me, what style did you like better? I like the style under Randy better. I think he sat down on his punches better, and I like the side-to-side movement, and I like the way he looked against Richard Dawson. He won, and that's all that counts. He got the W. So the scorecard is not completely out on how he's going to look with Jesse. But if this is the look that he's going to have to go further, me personally, I don't think he looked that great. Okay? I've said it. Feel free to email me, text me, IM me. If you disagree with me, hey, that's what's so great about this country. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I feel in the end that he looked better under Randy Rouse. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. With that said, the card was sold out. Great card. As always, you go out there, you get your money's worth. There wasn't a person in the crowd that I'm sure would complain, other than maybe a decision here or a decision there in their opinion. But hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Finally, as I always do, the commission did an outstanding job, and Joe Miller got yelled at by a couple people who didn't agree with a couple decisions, but as he always does, because he's a true professional, he listened, and that's what he's there for. The Ritter brothers did an excellent job. David Sutherland, who I found out is the mayor of Skiatoon. Isn't that something? He's a boxing judge. He's the mayor, and I think he's probably got 15 other hats that he wears, and he does a great job at all of them. But again, come on out and support these guys. They fought their hearts out, win, lose, or draw. They all came out and fought. And you know what? I got to be fair to their opponents. Their opponents came in and they fought. There was nobody I felt that came in to lay down before the fight started. So how can you complain about that? You can't. But hey, I'm going to start something new on this particular post-fight wrap-up, and I'm going to always have Bad Brad's Star of the Night. And we don't know who it's going to be, but tonight it will be Jarrett the Legacy Rouse. And why is he getting Star of the Night? Because of his body work. He came in here, like I said, he went to the body, went to the head. He usually starts slow. He was a filling out first round, but he stepped it up. And let me tell you, I believe he's 8-0. Don't quote me, but I'm almost positive he's 8-0 now. He is definitely a prospect in this area to look at welterweight, 147 pounds. He gets the Star of the Night from Bad Brad. And I didn't note, as we always do, forget about it. Make sure you stay tuned to the Bad Brad Berkwood Show. And make sure you check out ringsidereport.com, the heart of boxing, where you have the best writers, the best articles, the best graphics, the best webmaster and GrimX, a.k.a. Mel Walker. We got it all. And we got Debbie, who's going to be writing soon because football season is starting another month and a half. She needs to get off her duff and start writing, okay, folks? But hey, forget about it. On that note, I'm exhausted. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, so let's end it like this. Bad Brad out.